All right. Well, hello, everyone. It's Lisa, and I am your instructor for this course. And I thought that I would record a little demo about how to do our first very exciting coding assignment. So if you are feeling a little concerned about what's coming up in week 2, how to do it, all that sort of stuff, hopefully this video will help you feel a bit more at ease and also have some fun in the coding process. So a couple things you need to do before you actually get started. First one is get a program that you can actually write code in. I would recommend Visual Studio Code. So it looks like this. You can get to it from code.visualstudio.com. It's completely free. It's what I'm going to be using. So yeah, make your way over there and get it, and then we can kind of do this together. Okay, so once you have that, one more thing I would recommend doing is actually creating a folder on your desktop and naming it your last name underscore EX1. This may feel really strange, but trust me, it will make sense momentarily. So I'm going to just come and do a new folder. So I'm on a Mac, so I did a control click, and then I'm going to just name it Hammershine EX1 and leave it there. Okay, so now let's jump into the code itself. Oh, and here is when your page is finished for this week, basically what it will look like. So if you're thinking deeply underwhelmed, you would be correct. But we are just building kind of the foundation. And so as the weeks progress, we'll get a lot more fancy with what's going on. Okay, so let's come here and actually, let's not come here. Let's open it because I've already downloaded it. So it navigates to it. And then when you get to this page, click on Open. And once you do that, find your folder that you made and click Open. And you may think there's absolutely nothing in there, and you would be correct. So you're next going to want to click here on this little new file. So click that, and then type index.html. And it's very important that you spell this correctly. So I didn't do that the first time, but make sure you're in the right spot. Okay, now if you have two monitors, if you have a way to see multiple things, I would recommend you do that just so that we can have kind of what we need to do and what we're actually coding side by side. I don't, but so that you just kind of have to go back and forth. But if you do, it's helpful. Okay, so step one, we are going to write out the basic page structure. We're just going to take it and copy it. The key with a lot of coding is the less you actually have to write, the better. The more you can copy paste, because then it's less likely you'll make errors. So speaking of errors, if you are working in VS Code and you see something in red, that's an indicator that it's broken. So I don't know why, but when you copy and paste this, there's an extra space. So just get rid of that. And there's also an extra space at the end, so we can get rid of that too, so it's extra clean. So we didn't have to write all of this out, but we do have to kind of correct it slightly. And then one other issue, which we'll get down there in a second, is that the HTML needs actually a close. So just put a hashtag in there, a backslash in there. All right, so step one down, pat yourself on the back. Okay, so between the body tags, add header, main, and footer tags. So we're going to come here and find the body. Get rid of those extra spaces. Oops, not extra letters. Okay, header, main, and footer. So we're just going to start typing, and we can even just select header, close it. It does that close tag for you. It's really helpful, but it's also kind of annoying because you want, I'm sorry, no, you don't want that. No, it is helpful. I was gonna say you want to put the main and the footer inside, but no, you don't. Why would you put that in the header? Main. And footer. Okay, so header, main, footer. All right, then between the main tags, paste in the provided text, and it's down here. And let me just tell you that this is really like, it's no pun intended, but it's very grim. It's a very grim story. I always, when I teach this course, I always think, why can we not have a happy story? But for whatever reason, this is what we have. So anyway, so maybe don't read it, just paste it in. All right, so between the main tags, paste in the provided text. So find your main, paste in your text. It will look like that, lots of text. And then wrap paragraph tags around each of the 7 paragraphs. So we're gonna come in here and put a P in there. And here is where it gets kind of annoying that the program does the close for you with it, but it's good. You kind of get in and get your stuff going. All right. And if you're not sure what any of these tags should be, great opportunity to check your textbook, or to even just like if you want to do it really quick, just Google HTML tag for whatever you're looking for, and it probably will be there. Oops. And close. And get that main down. And I apologize if you hear any snoring. It is little Ruby Joy thinking that coding is not very exciting, but that's okay. Okay, so next, wrap the Brothers Grimm in an H2 tag. So this is actually a header. So H2, and it's always good practice to start your, when you're putting new tags in, to just start it on a new line. See, like I could have started right there, but it's cleaner to move down a line. All right, wrap the title in an H1 tag. So H1. H1. Okay, between the footer tags, add the or add the copyright, current year and your name, and the copyright symbol is on page 108. So, oh man, I don't have that presently, so let me stop sharing for 1 second so I can grab it. And this is kind of like you all will be consulting page 108. I will be consulting my own code plan. And also I will say that you get to know your usuals, but if you're not using it for a while, then you kind of lose track of what it could be. All right, so I've got it, so I'm going to share again. There's what it is, big spoiler alert. All right, current year and your name. So we're going to do 2022 and Lisa Hammershine. All right, so we have kind of the basic structure of what our page is going to look like. So we don't have, I was going to show us the example, but somewhere here. So we have kind of all of this stuff and down here, and now we're going to fill in a bit more. Okay, all right, so let's see, where did we leave off? Number 8. All right, within the main section, but below the paragraph, the last paragraph, add an ordered list called My Favorite Books and list 5 of your favorite books and their authors. So within the main section, so we're going to be in our main header, but below the last paragraph, so we're going to be right here. We are going to add an ordered list of, I'm sorry, we're going to add, oh yeah, an ordered list of favorite books. So OL. And important to note that ordered list, you also need LI for list items. So I'm going to do exactly what I did in the demo. Series, JK spelling. I'm only going to do 3 because you'll get the idea. And this is actually where it's helpful that they have the close tags. So series. I'm a big fantasy fan. Fantasy and Anne of Green Gables. Fantasy and early 1900s Canada. That actually totally describes me in a lot of ways. All right. So let's see. Below the ordered list, add an unordered list of 5 goals you have for this class, this degree, or life in general. Okay, so we did OL for ordered list. Oops, UL is going to be on an unordered list. And we still need the list items. So for me, let's do be present. Read, oops, LI. And kind of keep up this alliteration. Be kind. Oops, we got to do an LI for that, not a. Okay, and you'll be doing 5 of those, so add 2 more. All right, so wrap the titles for each list in H3 tags. Now you may be thinking I didn't title lists. You would be correct. So we're just going to put them here at the top. And it's also important that you put the titles above the OL tag. So and let's just here, for the sake of ease, copy paste. It's my Lisa goals. Actually, it could be my Lisa goals. My life goals. All right. So now take a deep breath, pat yourself on the back, and we're almost done. We're here on step 11. Okay, so between the header tags, add another unordered list that contains your name, GD230, and the term year. Unordered list. UL, and we're putting this between the header tags. So right here. It's funny, I read it and then I immediately forget what's going to go there. Your name. Okay, and oops. GD and your section number. Not quite sure what section we are, but I'm sure you all know that. And you probably could figure it out. Oh, I think T301. 301. Let's see, fall 2020. No, fall. Back to the past. Okay, add an additional list to the header section. This will have 2 items, home and page 2. You're going to get very good at typing lists in this. Okay, and make sure you're periodically saving. I'm just doing it via Command S, so don't lose anything. Okay, using the quote tag, add a quote of your choosing below the last line of the main section. Cite the author's name and use an M dash before their name. Okay, so we're going to do that, and that's going to be below the last line in the main section. So find your main close tag and then put in your quote, insert here. And then we're going to stop sharing for just a second while I grab my code for citation and M dash. That's another one I don't use very often. Okay, and we got it. Quote here. So the quote happens, you close that up. The citation happens. Spoiler alert, M dash is M dash. And then the author's name goes in there as well. And you can keep that on one line if you want to, or you can break it into two. Either way is fine. Okay, now we're going to save it. And we're going to create a second HTML document in the same folder and name it page2.html. So to do that, we're just going to come up here to our folder, new file, page2.html. And I would suggest you keep it all lowercase. Hit enter. Add the same page structure from step 1. So that means we're going to just copy paste this. And it means that everything that was broken the first time remains broken. So just go through and clean that up. Remember, you don't want to see any red tags if you are using VS Code. And also you could use whatever program you want to, but I'd recommend this one because it's good and it's free, and good and free are good in my book. So okay, and save that. And then copy the header section from your index.html document, paste it in the same location on your page 2. So we're going to find the header. Where is it? There it is. Oops, that's not it. There it is. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. Here it is. That was it. I was just thinking, do we have the body in there? Oh, we do. Good. Here, I'm actually just going to copy from header up because I have a feeling I may have done something when I was talking and doing all of this. So what you want is all right, so we're back, and that was right. I'm sorry, I just had to pause for a second as I critically thought about what I was doing to make sure I was showing you guys the right way. But yes, it is good since we pasted it in the right spot. Okay. There's always that moment when I'm doing a demo where I suddenly say, wait, am I talking and doing this the right way, or am I thinking and not doing it the right way? But okay, so save your work. We're good. We got it. We just want that header to be on the second page as well. And create a new document in your text editor, save it as styles.css to the same folder. So we're going to do that just with the plus sign and styles. And enter. There it is. We're not putting anything in it. And then in the head section of both HTML files, link the CSS document as an external CSS, skip ahead to page 349 to see how. So basically what we're going to do is, let me actually just grab, I apologize, it's kind of back and forth here, but let me grab what we're putting in and where it's going. Okay, so it's going to go right above the title, and basically we're telling it that when we get to CSS, which is not for a couple weeks, this is how the document's going to find it. And you can put that right above the title. So save it, and when you're done, come to your desktop and open up your file, and you should see each of the files you created, or open up your folder, I should say, and you should see each of the files that you created inside of it. And you can even come here, drag it over to your browser and see how it looks. And oh, it should look just like that, which is fabulous. And let's see if it looks like my example. Yep. Look at that, looking good. Looking consistent, I should say. Okay, so when you're all finished, you're just going to zip this file. So I'm going to do a control click and do compress. And then this zip document is actually what you're going to turn in. So if you have any questions, if you get stuck along the way, just let me know. Most of all, I think, everybody can do it. Just kind of go slowly, take deep breaths if you need to. If you have a little freak out moment like I did, totally okay, especially when you're first learning. And yeah, looking forward to seeing what you come up with. All right, take care, everyone.